The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movements start from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast. Yeah, mic check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. We recording? Yeah, we are recording. That red light on.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Welcome to the Streets A&R Podcast. It's your host, Giddy Jicky with it.
And it's your girl, CLB.
We have a very, very special guest. The legend. The one.
Hi there.
The only. The legend. Stop playing with her. Y'all heard of the Omaha Star. If you don't know what it is, you about to find out.
That's true.
But you should have known because it's very historical. But we got none other than Miss Terri D. Sanders in the building. Give her a round of applause.
All right.
Thank you for coming, Miss
I like
Terri.
that.
Yes.
Could nothing keep me from being here.
Yes. We got to put the CEO and publisher of the Omaha Star at the front
That is it.
of it. And that's a pretty big deal considering the Omaha Star is the only Black newspaper in the entire state of Nebraska.
Yes.
Yes. So just kind of like tell us how you got with the Star and how that kind of came about, which led to you becoming CEO and publisher.
So the Omaha Star is 87 years old. Started July the 9th, 1938. Started by a woman named Mildred D. Brown. She and her husband, Mr. Gilbert. Mr. Gilbert stayed about a year, decided he did not want to be in the newspaper business, and moved to Chicago.
Wow.
And she said she did want to be in the newspaper business. Now, mind you, she did not write. She was an advertising person. So she got all the ads. She had people to write for her. She had editors. And she bought the building where we're located now in 1942.
Wow.
That building used to be a mortuary.
Wow.
If you look on the tile work and the entry door, it says A. Jones. It was the A. Jones mortuary. And if you look at the building, you can see that. There is a brick structure in the back I call the crematorium. I don't know if it's a barbecue pit or what it is.
You know what it was.
But I call it the crematorium.
Oh, it was the barbecue.
It was a barbecue pit. Just about what meat they was
Just what the meat was. So she bought that in 1942 and worked out of that office. The office still exists. She died in 1989. There have been 5 Black female publishers. I am the 5th one. In 2022-23, in 2020, the board, the Mildred D. Brown Memorial Study Center, which was established in 2007 to introduce students to the profession of journalism. So back in 2007, you had radio, newspaper, and television. Journalism is way past that now. And so the board bought the paper from Mrs. Brown's heirs. She still has a brother that is living, Benny, in Chicago.
And she's not from Omaha, correct?
She is from Bessemer, Alabama.
Okay.
She had worked in Des Moines. They moved here. They worked for another paper. And then they decided we could do this ourselves. The difference with the Omaha Star is it is the good news newspaper. We don't talk about who robbed the bank, who the police chased, whose house caught on fire, or whose dog bit a cat. We don't care about that. And that has been consistent for 87 years.
Wow.
And so in 2020, board meeting in January, the board decided we're losing money. What are we going to do? They said, well, we should change personnel. The people that were there at that time had always been there. And they looked at me and they said, you could do it. I said, I got a job. And I got up and went to the bathroom. I came back and they were still talking about it. And they said to me, it'll only take you 10 hours a week. What kind of lie was that?
So at the time, were you kind of just like working in the office, assistant, and that's why they felt like you would be the perfect person?
I had a journalism degree.
Okay.
And they thought, you can do it. No, I worked in somebody else's office.
Yeah.
At the time, I was working for 75 North as their office manager. Perfectly fine with that. Had no problem. So I said, well, okay. They said, you don't have to go in. And I didn't. And I started February 2020. Wow. And they went to tell the lady who was there as interim that they had made some changes. She went on Facebook and said, I don't know what they're going to do because I'm not doing this. And I went down there to take a picture specifically with my hand on the door, talking about this is a new world. Wow. And I went into it. And what happened in March?
The world shut down.
It did.
Yes.
World shut down. The paper kept going. In 87 years, we have never missed a publication date.
Wow.
And in this day and time, people like, oh, I don't feel like it, or oh, my toe hurts. Or obviously, I don't have a voice. Doesn't matter. The world goes on. You have to just keep up.
Right.
We lost advertisers. All the stages in Omaha were dark. And most of the advertisers were in the performing arts. I think when I started, we had about 17 people on our business page. And now that takes up 2 pages. Beautiful. We have a church section. Of course, you always have the obituaries. People wait to read the Star to see who died. Really? But that's Omaha.
Right.
At that time, we had 2 black mortuaries. Now we have 1. And so it is a chase to figure out where is so-and-so. But I chase it down and I put it in. In 2022, I'd been there 2 years. And I got to thinking, if anybody on this board, if their niece or nephew is in journalism school, they will figure, you know what? They probably know more than her. Let's put them on. I wasn't having it. And I went to talk to the board chair. And I said, so I want to buy the paper. He said, I think you should take an executive contract. I said, I don't want one.
I want to buy it.
Right.
I want to buy it. So we danced around with that. First of 2023, a friend of mine in Denver told me how to start my own nonprofit, how to file the paperwork and all of that for little or nothing. So I commenced to doing that, got that done. So the Omaha Star Institute was formed, and I had the assets of the Omaha Star from the Mildred Brown Study Center transferred to the Omaha Star Institute.
Wow.
Slick.
That's quite the journey. So like hearing you say that, you have your degree in journalism,
Yes.
but when they first presented the idea to you, like, no, I'm comfortable, I'm good. At what point during your time within that 2 years before you said, hey, I want to buy this paper, what happened to just kind of spark that adrenaline in you? Like, okay, no, this is something much bigger than the position you were playing at the moment.
So I used to laugh and joke when I was at the Fairdale Village Marketplace. Ooh, I want to run the Star. I was laughing. Be careful what you say.
Right, you said it.
I said it.
Yeah.
Here we are. In that 2-year time frame, I made changes to the paper. I went back to what Mrs. Brown did. She went to I don't do every, but she went to every social thing that was going on. She had Family of the Week. So because that was a time of COVID, I would call people and say, I want you to be Family of the Week. I'll stand out in the yard. You stand on the porch, and I'll take your picture. That worked. We even had some pets of the week. And in that time frame, I came to know how important the Omaha Star is to the near north side.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to see that lost. And, it was ripe for the poaching. There were bills unpaid. So my agreement was that you transfer the assets to me and I will pay off all your debt. And I did.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, cash money.
talks.
It was excited.
Money
about
talks. And so in that time frame, I had a ribbon cutting. Hottest day of the year during Native Omaha Day. People were there. I served popsicles.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And so they said, are we coming in? I said, have you ever been in there? This is little. I said, this is a ribbon cutting into the future.
Right.
And that was the future of me owning it. Then after that, ARPA dollars came. And they said, oh, propose your dream. I thought nobody has given anybody on this block $1 million. I wrote my proposal for $830,000 and got it funded. Funded on paper. Let me be real.
Yeah, okay.
Where that money
Okay.
at?
Where the fans at? Where's that money at? So we were granted the go-ahead, and that took almost 2 years.
Wow.
And when we got it, or when they said we had it, let me be specific, they have a lot of strings and stipulations. In the meantime, that was to transform the Omaha Star offices into a museum, and the home where Mrs. Brown lived, which was behind the Omaha Star office. So she had a live workspace.
Wow.
And it was a 3-bedroom apartment. She built a shed on the back for her washer and dryer and to keep canned goods. So they accepted the proposal. Then, of course, I got jiggy with it. And I wanted the building next door, which had old newspapers, car tires, and junk.
Wow.
That old cafe building? That one?
It's
Okay.
like
No,
attached,
it's
right? Attached
right
Oh,
next to
it.
it.
Okay. good.
Most people don't even know that building exists, but you will now.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to move the operations into that building. So that increased the money I was looking for. And then the park, which is on the end of that building, was called the Mildred Brown Strolling Park. So I said, okay, this could be the Omaha Star Walk of Fame. Let's put stars in the ground, bricks with people's names on it around Mrs. Brown's bust. Got an architect that took a hold of that, made it a whole thing. So now there will be seating there, as well as green space. There will be a pergola, better known as a porch, with electricity so we can have spoken word and activities on that porch in that park.
And then you can DJ on that.
Yes,
pergola,
then you can DJ. Right.
Little
And
neighborhood.
We can have the food trucks pull up on Grant Street and do a party, have a thing. So now we're looking at maybe $3.5 million for that whole project. Remember, I only got 8 and some change. I was part of the Spark Developers cohort, and I used the Omaha Star as my project, as my capstone. And got to looking around and said, there's money to do this. So I said, okay. So I went forward because I'd been looking at moving the paper. Ooh, I want a new building. I don't want this old building because old buildings have their own issues. Got the other side cleaned out. It took 3 10-yard dumpsters to get all the junk out. Recovered newspapers for the archives. Had the archives digitized. and proceeded. So fast forward to 2025, the park has been leveled.
Okay.
All the shrubbery is gone. The only thing that's there is the bust of Mrs. Brown, and it will get moved eventually. We will have stars in the ground. So for $1,000, you can have a star. For $85, you can have a brick. We've sold some stars. I'm getting ready to go hard now to ask people, don't you want a star or do you want a brick?
We're going to start.
I think you need to up the price. But we
Well,
can leave that
but-
from our last cohort.
Okay.
You know.
But you know what? I
got
wanted to make it so that the community could take part.
Yeah.
Because the architect said, well, your brick should be more. I said, I want everyday people to have a brick
Yeah.
because Mrs. Brown was that kind of person.
Right.
A lady came in from Lincoln on Saturday and brought 7 bricks to represent each member of her family who was deceased. And I said, if they were $200 bricks, she couldn't have done that.
Right.
Right.
So I wanted to make it affordable. Silly me. $85 celebrated back when, 2 years ago, when the paper was 85 years old. So that is in progress. Did you know that the CEO at the Lawrence Gardens is a brother?
I did not know that.
He
just,
is.
Just found that out.
He
For a
is,
year.
he
For a whole
is-
year?
Yeah, he's been here a whole year. He is from Fort Worth, Texas.
Oh, I used to live in Fort Worth.
Okay,
I got
well.
family in Funky Town.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's where he's from. He was a CFO at a botanical garden there. He interviewed here, liked it. His family liked it. So they've been here a year. They had, I think they do 6 free days a year. And this year, Juneteenth was a free day.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Cars were so lined up, you couldn't get
Bless you.
down the hill. I was going, but I didn't go. I met with him, though, a couple weeks ago, heard his whole story. I want us as a community to support him. He's doing some phenomenal things there, doing some out-of-the-box thinking, and that board backs him. So his name is Enos Anderson IV. So remember
You know
that.
my name. You know my brain working.
Oh, I already
I know.
know.
You already know my brain working.
Hey.
It's nothing to me. I'm like, I'm gonna go see my brother. I'm like, my folks stay right off Riverside and Rosedale.
I know that.
He gonna know exactly where I'm
He
at.
know where it's at.
He gonna know where I'm at.
So I want some plantings from the Lawrence Gardens to be in that park.
Smart.
And so I'm still having those money conversations.
So you've done a lot. Like you've
Yeah.
done a whole lot. So when you took over,
Yes.
was there a team in place to support your efforts, or this is your doing?
This is my doing.
Wow.
The one lady who worked there, who was there when I got there, she took a 2-week vacation and then told me she was quitting.
Oh, she put her 2 weeks in and didn't say.
Put her 2 weeks in, didn't say a word. And she called me down there and I showed up. And she said, well, this is my last day. I said, put your key on the table.
Yeah.
There was a young lady that worked for the study center. She became my admin. That was short. I didn't have any reporters. We have reporters from the community. I call them subject matter experts, and they contribute. Then in 2025, I cannot do this all by myself, but I did for 5 years.
Right.
So then we hired Sierra. our
We don't know
content
who that is.
Yeah, we don't know who she is.
The girl Silver.
Yeah. Who is she? We hired her. The November before, Asia was our reporter. She was a Mildred Bound Scholarship recipient. She graduated from Hampton, came home, took a job in South Carolina, for a year and called me and she said, would you write me a reference letter? I said, why? Well, I don't like it here. I said, are you coming home? Yes. Will you work for me? Sure. So she's been there ever since.
That's beautiful.
And now I had a funder tell me, we like your ideas. We think this is wonderful, but we're not giving you that much money. You don't have a succession plan. I'm like, oh, okay. They said, are you mad? I said, no, that's your money. I can't get mad about somebody else's money. But it made me think, succession plan. So I was telling this to my youngest daughter. She said, well, I'll do it. I said, huh? She's an event planner and a hospitality major. She said, I can learn, I'll do it. So she quit her job. And now she is with us. We have a photographer. We're in the running, because we haven't gotten it yet, for a Mellon Foundation grant. And that grant will establish 2 permanent exhibits, one of which in the gallery, which is the office portion, will be a timeline of Black journalism. And then inserted into that timeline will be whatever the Omaha Star has done during that time frame. So researchers, we need researchers.
Yes.
And then in the back half, Mrs. Brown's apartment, my idea is I would like a hologram greeting people, welcoming them into her home. So I have hired a graphic designer to do that.
Gotcha. When you say Mellon, you talking about like the Carnegie Mellon people?
Yes, those people.
Big.
Yes.
Hey, I'll stop playing with her. Stop playing with her.
Don't challenge me.
Stop playing with her.
I got to go find some money.
Yes.
So I had a local foundation. I guess they don't mind me saying their name. Sherwood granted us $1 million. With that, I purchased all the property. So we have that property debt-free. So nobody can chase us out.
Nope.
Right.
Only paying them taxes.
Only paying them taxes. And you know, in order to get city funds, you have to be a taxpayer. So I don't want that to be that kind of nonprofit, because then you shut yourself off. Didn't know that till lately. Have put in for some smaller grants and looking to get those. So when Mellon makes their decision, that will start August 1.
Okay.
And that is for 2 years. So we'll be after it and on it.
That's crazy. That's amazing.
Yeah.
In little old North Omaha.
Little old North Omaha on little old 24th Street.
Deuce.
Deuce.
Yeah, the Deuce.
On the Deuce.
You know, I remember, because I grew up here, when 24th Street was bustling, when they had all kinds of shops and stores and stuff. I was also younger when the riots took place. My parents owned a beauty supply on 24th and Wirt. That building is no longer there. But I remember my father had painted on the building Soul Brother, so people would not break out their windows and loot, and they didn't. So I remember it back when it was. I'm here for when it's not, and I'll be here for when it is again. But I always say, this is not Benjamin Buttons. We can't go back. We got to do a new thing.
Right.
And so that's what it's about.
I was going to ask, how do you feel about this resurgence of energy and actual potential of real development coming on the Deuce? Because I literally just got off the phone with Willie P. You know, he got Jesse's now and redeveloping and trying to get that whole area.
Right.
Like, what do you
I think it's wonderful. I want to see it happen. I don't want to see anyone sell out. There's some people that hold property that need to unpocket it and let some real developers get a hold to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna say no names because I know exactly.
I didn't say
no names.
Yeah.
I didn't say no names.
Because they sure won't get up off of some of that stuff.
They will
Lord
not.
have mercy.
They are sitting on it.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't know if you know Eric Phil McLean.
Yep.
Yeah, he's about to do some real estate building there.
Yep.
So shout out him, Minch Group. So it'll be nice to see them there. But
so I'm excited about it because a lot of the people doing the developing didn't grow up here and are not as old as I am. So it's a good thing.
oh my goodness.
Yeah. And one other, I guess, high level question just about
I don't know
black
high
media.
levels.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
You the level.
You the level. I tell her that all
You up high.
the level.
Yeah.
You the level. When you keeping and revitalizing and pushing forward in this space of black media.
Yes.
Where do you? I want you to emphasize more the importance of having designated black media in all forms. Like you said, it may have started with the newspaper, radio, and television, but we have so much more.
So
and how is the Star either incorporating or supporting those other black media forums and individuals pushing in those spaces? I mean, one, you here.
Right.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here and ain't going nowhere. I just returned from the NNPA, the National Newspaper Publishers Association, which are black-owned newspapers. So there's a lady there, Tony Draper. Her family owned the Afro in Baltimore. Her grandfather was Mr. Murphy. Mr. Murphy's wife was the founder of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. That newspaper is over 120 years old. So it's older than the Omaha Star. She's a part of the NNPA. Mildred Brown was at the table when the NNPA was a concept and was started. Having come from that conference last week, one of the things they emphasized was digital. And if you are going to be relevant, you can have a print newspaper, but you need a digital presence. And I consider myself the oldest millennial, the OM. I believe in all the gadgets, all the latest technology. So I learned some things about digital that I'm sharing with my staff.
You got Meta glasses, Eric?
I don't.
Ask me if I got Meta glasses.
You got Meta glasses?
No, but she got two of them.
That's funny. Don't be pulling up my Facebook profile when you look at me.
Yeah, just click. I don't have money.
Got my social security and everything. Like,
Black Mirror stuff.
Right.
Hey. You know, I got Meta glasses. I was gifted a pair, and then I bought a pair, and I got my prescription put in. One pair, and the other pair, I got a sunglass prescription put in them. So I'm in New York spinning around taking a movie. He said, that's clear. I said, yeah, it is. That's the future. That's how much I believe in it. But digital is the way. And most of those publishers are older black people. Let's be real. They own it. Black women did not own newspapers. They inherited them from their husbands or their fathers. But now there are black female publishers. But being older, I heard one lady say, well, I don't believe in AI. I said, okay, you on the chopping block. I believe in all of that. I don't let it write my stories, but I utilize it as a research and resource tool. There is so much out there that we don't know, but we better get on board. But people say, well, newspapers are out of style. They are not. Newspapers are breadcrumbs to the past. Good luck looking on Facebook trying to find something you saw last week.
Right.
Can't do it. But we have archives. You can go back to the paper in 1952 and look at Uncle Joe's obituary and see who his kids were.
Yeah.
You can't do that now on social media. And it was pointed out while we were in Savannah that most people get their news from social media. Mm-hmm. So it is up to us to be relevant on all platforms. So we have a Facebook page, Instagram. We even have a TikTok. We have a page on LinkedIn. I don't believe that we should not be there. Mm-hmm. And striving to keep them all active and up to date.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense. You're just because you're a newspaper, your goal is to get the news out.
Right.
And if that's where our people are at, that's where you go meet them.
That's where you meet them where they are.
That's their new doorstep.
That is their new
For
doorstep.
Sure. Yeah. Even with the her just speaking to the point of the Omaha Star only delivering the good news. Mm-hmm. I think that's really refreshing to a lot of generations because we get so much misinformation, disinformation about what's happening. It's nice to see happiness.
Just bad news.
The
news channel, the liberal formula for news is hit you with the shocking story, some troubling stories, and then they hit you at the end. They always end it with one good story.
Yeah, it's real short.
Yeah, it's real short, but it's shocking. This is what happened.
Yeah.
So this past issue, which was last week, we featured the graduates. We had 2 full pages, 45 graduates. Wow. And we took them from kindergarten through professional school. I was not trying to limit anybody. You did not have to be high school. So that's good news. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I had several parents say, I was so proud to see my child in the paper. The World Herald's not going to do that.
Right.
And not a black student.
And that's how you bridge the gap right there.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I had people take out subscriptions. Oh, my child was in the paper. Yeah, you need a subscription. Come on. Subscriptions, $50 a year. Where are you going to get 52 weeks of news for less than $1?
Right.
You spend that much money at McDonald's with a car full of kids. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying.
Spend that at the movies with your daughter.
Oh,
God. There you go.
I know she got you for the candies.
Got me.
Yeah, got you. You've been had. So, as I always say, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I love that. So, what's the timeline for the renovation completion and the park?
The park should be this summer.
Okay.
The timeline for the other renovations, when you're in an old building, a building that was built in 1923, it's got 1923 issues.
Right.
And when you pull out one thing, then something else pops up. I'm saying that will probably be this fall.
Okay. And will it be a space that, because I know you're gonna have the offices with the newsroom and of course the other side with the museum, but is it gonna be a space where it's like by appointment only, or our doors are open for you to come explore the history of
just
the Star?
like it is now?
Okay.
Come see us.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I have trouble getting my work done because people are coming in.
Yeah.
And they're not coming in to buy a paper. They're just coming in.
Yeah.
And so it is a social gathering. I don't mind because that's what it's always been. So who am I to say, you need an appointment? That's not going to work.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Learn me today. Well, that's what we're supposed to do.
That's what we're here for.
I can't teach nobody if I don't learn.
That's it.
That's true.
That is it.
I'm guessing we're gonna wrap up a little bit, but with that, where can they find the Star? How do you get the Star? How do you get subscribed, and where can they find you?
So online, theomahastar.com is our paper and print digitally. So you can subscribe there. And you can subscribe to have a digital paper or one delivered to your house or office. And of course, you can find it on our social media. And that is Omaha Star Newspaper. That's it.
Omaha Star Park.
Omaha Star Park.
The Bricks and the Stars.
The Bricks and the Stars. We used to have papers in like Walgreens and Hy-Vee. In February of last year, I cut that because we were having papers distributed there. When they weren't purchased, we'd go back and pick them up, and we take some fresh ones. I was paying for those papers to be printed. We're not doing that. Yeah. I get 100 to 150 extra copies other than what's mailed out, and you come to the Omaha Star and get them if you want a paper. Nice. And there have been papers that we have sold out of. And just like that lady with the Rice Krispie treats, you know how she puts one on the counter and you think it's no more?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Love it.
Look at the marketing tactics. I ain't got no more.
Hey.
Well, let me go to the back.
Let me go to the back.
Let me go to the back. Oh man,
we got one more.
We got one more.
But yeah, so that's what it is.
I love it. And I believe, because I know the last event was Cocktails and Conversations.
Yes, we started with Coffee and Conversations.
Okay. And there's another one coming up?
You tell me the date. I know it's in July.
July 26th.
And it is on the rooftop of No More Empty Pots.
In the Florence location.
In the Florence location.
Yes.
Well, there's no rooftop at the other one.
Oh, this is true.
We did the first one at Hardy Coffee. We did the second one, we called it Cocktails and Conversations, at the Shirley Tyree Theaters. So this will be our third one.
Nice. So we'll see y'all there.
Yes, and that is an opportunity for the public to come and ask us questions or just be in our presence.
Absolutely.
No fees.
Right.
Just come.
Love it.
Super dope.
What else are we doing? Because I don't know.
I like to leave the ball in Miss Terri's court because she's a superstar, no pun intended.
But we have partnered with the Omaha Storm Chasers.
Yes.
And we have some special days with them.
Yes.
Some unknown
you
person.
You gotta come, Eric.
Some unknown person is going to be throwing out the first pitch.
Me? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. They said me, and I said, I know nothing about that.
Yes.
But we'll see.
Jazz on the Green.
Jazz on the Green in August. I will be your MC that day.
Hey.
July 31st, actually.
July 31st?
Yeah.
Oh, Omaha Day weekend.
Yes.
Hey.
Yep.
We will be in all of the playbills for
Broadway season for Omaha Performing Arts. And more than likely the only African American business in those playbills.
I ain't mad about it. I want all green money.
Right.
Yeah.
All green.
If it's going to be one, let it be me.
Right.
Thank you. Right. If it's going to be one, I'm in. Those are the things we have coming up.
Yeah.
There is a production at the Shirley Tyree Theater called Northside Carnation. That is a play written and directed by Denise Chapman. Kathy Tyree will play the part of Mrs. Brown. It's a one-woman show. And it is about Mrs. Brown during the time of the riots and what she did and didn't do and how she protected the youth of the community. And little known fact, the wiring that's on the windows of the Omaha Star is a result of that time. But the Black Panthers, the local ones, protected the stars so nothing got damaged. That's a piece of history.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Ooh. All things.
Things.
Thank you.
All things Omaha Star.
Yes.
So I want to thank you all for putting up with my raspy voice. Sierra called me. She said, "What? Well, never mind." I said, no.
Miss Terri is determined.
This is my day.
She's thugging it.
I love it.
I'm from the north side.
That's it. Yeah. From North Omaha.
Yes.
We definitely appreciate you coming, dropping a lot of knowledge, information, jewels, and just an appreciation from a generation like me that's like the middle child. We call it the middle children. We saw we're the last of the old school and first of the new school.
Right.
It's our generation. And to seeing you continue to grow. It's like, you know, what they say about trees. The trees only die when they stop growing.
Right.
Okay.
So the development and growth and wanting to learn and be in the now and in the future is extremely refreshing and necessary for our growth and development, not just as the star, but as a people and as a community.
Absolutely.
And I strive to be inclusive, not just the little old people, but everybody.
It's definitely needed. So we appreciate from that aspect just being truly of the community and for the community.
Yes.
And all that it encompasses.
Yes.
And
it's
bringing
a
the
lot.
past to the present,
Right.
going to the future with it.
Right. So we gonna be here
Yes, ma'am.
until.
We gonna support.
Yes.
Let me get
Thank
my
you,
dollars up. I need a star.
You do. I told you.
I gotta
Okay.
get
You need a street
$50.
half. Matter of fact,
We
we'll
gotta
go half.
we going half.
We'll go half.
I got some gigs coming up.
Right in the
I'ma just
front.
throw it
Sounds
away.
good.
Blackout.
And we will put it on layaway.
No, yeah, we listen. No, we gonna get your money. We gonna get your
all right.
money. We gonna
All right,
let's get
okay.
this money. We gonna get you your money.
I just want people to know, I'm from
I
the
see,
old
like, we
school.
got
I
layaway.
understand.
Yeah.
We got layaway.
We remember the Kmart days.
Okay.
Getting the
Right.
Christmas presents on
Burlington.
That's
Coat
right.
Factory.
All of it.
Oh man, we definitely appreciate having you, man.
Yes.
Thank you.
Streets A&R Podcast. You can find us everywhere at Streets A&R. We're on everything but Apple.
Yes.
Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, watch, listen, share again. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. It's your host, Giddy Jicky with it.
And it's your girl, CLB.
Thank you so much, Miss
Yes,
Terri.
thank
You're
you.
welcome.
The Omaha
Thank
Star,
you.
man. We out of here.
Peace.
Bye.
The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movement starts from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast.